Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Hope you all are good. So, kids, as we have done multiplication and division, so today we will discuss some of the word problems based on multiplication and division. Here I have taken these four mixed problem. First of all, we will see that which operation to be applied in which statement means accordingly, and then after we will write down the statements and then you will solve these statements and it will be your assignment. So let us start with question number 1, and that is a farmer plants 640 trees in a row. How many trees are there in the field if there are 590 rows? So here you can see that farmer plants 640 trees in a row. Because we are solving word problems, so its solution will also be along with the statements. So we will just read out the statements, figure it out, and we will write the answer along with the statements. So here it is given that he plants 640 trees in a row. So we will start writing plants in a row means how many plants in a row means plants in a row, trees in a row. How many trees? 640. Right? Then how many trees are there in the field if there are 590 rows? Now total rows are given and total rows are 590. Right? Now the question is how many trees are there in the field if there are 590 rows? Means trees in a row are 640 and in total we have 590 rows. So how many total trees will be there? Total trees is equal to 640 multiplied by 590. Right? Now you can see that trees in a row are 640. We have total 590 rows. So total trees will be 640 multiplied by 590. Now what you have to do, you have to just solve this in the space and you will write down the answer. Move towards the next question, and that is question number 2. A stadium has a capacity of 96,600 people. There are 60 rows. How many people can sit in a row? Now, because these are mixed problems, so you just have to figure it out whether you are to multiply or divide. Now, you can see that a stadium has a capacity of 96,600 people, means total people are this. So, we can write it as total people 96,600 and there are 60 rows. So total rows are also given. Total rows and there are total 60 rows. Now how many people can sit in a row? Means people in one row, means people in each row. Now in this case you have to divide total people with the total number of rows. Now just try to analyze that in the previous question we were calculating total trees, right? And now we will just find out that how many people can sit in a row, means in one row. Here you are to calculate the people that can sit in one row. Each row means you have to divide. And in that question you were calculating total number of trees. That's why you have multiplied. Here total is already given that there are total 96,600 people and total 60 rows. So people sit in each row. So we will divide. So accordingly you have to just try to understand the statement and solve accordingly. Move towards the next question, that is question number 3 now. This question also you will just solve, make margin line in your notebook, solve it, and then you will send your answers. Now let us discuss question number 3. There are 53,750 oranges to be distributed among 625 students. Means here we have given total oranges and total students. We have this much oranges and we have to distribute these oranges among 625 students. Means total oranges and total students both are given. Now how many oranges will each student get? Now here again you can see the word each, means one student will get how many oranges. So similarly, like you have done in question number 2, you were calculating the capacity of people that can sit in one row. Here also you have to find out that how many students each oranges, how many oranges will each student get. So in this case also you will divide and then you are to calculate how many oranges will be left. Now here we have two questions. First is how many oranges will each student get means its answer will be the question, and how many oranges will be left means your remainder after dividing the sum. That will be the answer of oranges that are left. So write it down in a statement. Total oranges. So there are total 53,750 oranges and total students. So there are total 625 students. Okay. How many oranges will each student get? Each student get. So we will just divide total number of oranges with the total number of students. Okay, when you will divide it, you will get the answer that how many oranges will each student get, and your remainder will be the leftover oranges, because the leftover oranges we cannot divide equally in all the students. I hope this is clear to everyone. Move towards the last problem that we have here, and that is truck has a capacity to load 54,756 mangoes. If 257 trucks are loaded with mangoes, what will be the total number of mangoes? Now, truck has a capacity to load, this means in one truck we can load 54,756 mangoes, and if 257 trucks are loaded with mangoes, means in a one truck we can put this much mangoes, and there are total 257 trucks that we have to load with mangoes. So what will be the total number of mangoes? Now in this case, what you will do, you will write that mangoes in one truck is equal to 54,756, and number of trucks is equal to 257. So total number of mangoes is equal to 54,756 multiplied by 257, because here again you can see that we have to find out the total. In the cases where we have to find out the total, we will multiply, and here we were calculating capacity of people in one row, each row, in a row, and here in each, so we were dividing. I hope these statements are clear to everybody. I am sending some of the word problems now. Just solve it completely. After making the statement, your next step is to draw the margin line, solve the sum, and then write your answer here. After this statement, you will get your final answer. Thank you.